Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited that you're here. I think I always say that on every recording, but I really am this time. This is Valve World Americas, and I actually was with this team probably the last time I ever went to an event. And I'm Charli Matthews. I am the founder and president of Empowering Brands, and I love trade shows, which is why I brought in Valve World Americas to talk about our next trade show that we're going to be attending. But first, I think we should talk about just how things have changed, the things that you had to really go into to make a difference so that we can have an event. Like I said, this was the last event with KCI that I attended. But what can we expect from Valve World Americas in general? I want to hear from you. I want to hear about kind of what each of you are doing within this particular event, but I know you cover many events, and we did have to skip a couple this past year. Do you want to first introduce yourself? We'll start with Sarah and just go around and tell kind of what you do for the event, and then we'll dive in.
I'm Sarah Bradley. I'm editor-in-chief for KCI Publishing. So we also do several events, including running the conference for Valve Americas. So that's what I take care of. And
she'll pass it to Andre.
Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for inviting us, Charli. It's an honor to be around you. You know that you're part of our team for a very long time. So Valve World landed in United States back in 2010, and basically this year we're celebrating 10 years in US. I think we did a magnificent job to put the community together, and it's been a very long time that nobody gets together to actually just give a hug or fist bump or anything that you want to do and network. I think we're missing this kind of element nowadays. So my job in the company is together working with Tom Mitchell, Josh, and Sarah, and try to organize and try to bring all the necessary elements to have a good event.
Awesome. I have to stop for a second and just celebrate with y'all. 10 years. That's exciting. So so if I've got a reaction here somewhere that I can celebrate, but we'll just go ahead and jump over to Tom. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone.
Hey everyone, Tom Mitchell. I'm the president of Messe Düsseldorf North America. So we're one of the producing partners of the show, and we also run Valve World in Düsseldorf, Germany.
Perfect. And Josh?
Yeah, I'm good to see you, Charli. I'm Josh Gillen. I'm the sales manager with KCI, so I handle the commercial operations, the expo, the golf tournament, some of the hospitality events, and just working closely with our exhibitors and clients to put on a good commercial end of the show.
Awesome. Well, Tom, I do have a question for you as we start. You from the Messe Düsseldorf side, we did have a conference over there. I've attended that one, Valve World. But can you tell us, how that's changed for you guys just over this pandemic, last couple of years, not getting to meet in person?
Yeah, no, I think it's been unfortunate. In Germany, we're really just starting to get shows going again. I mean, knocking on the wood of my desk here that my trip to Germany in almost 2 years will be in October for another one of our shows. So we're just getting things going. So of course we missed all the face-to-face. And as Andre said, there's a lot of different things you can do to get together, but the face-to-face doesn't get replaced, especially with the community that Valve World is. So, we're looking forward to the next Valve World. The plan is to try to run our shows as much as we can in the way that they used to be. It's going to take time to get things back to normals or whatever normal is now. International travel, of course, is a big thing for our shows in Germany. So that has to normalize before we can get back to sort of what it was. But, with Valve World Düsseldorf being, a year away or a little more at this point, I'm confident that it's going to look pretty similar to what it was in the past. If anything, we've seen with trade shows so far, we just did a show in Düsseldorf, an RV show. We had 185,000 people at that show over a 9-day period. And it's an RV show. It's a little bit of a different animal than a B2B event, but it's clear that people want to be face-to-face. So we're looking forward to the future. And I think 22 is going to be a nice sort of rebirth here.
So what are you doing as far as, keeping everyone safe? Have you had to put in any type of new protocols or anything? And has that helped?
Yeah, it has. The good thing is from our running our caravan show, our RV show was 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago now. so far as we have heard, as far as I know, there haven't been any traceable cases from that show itself. And you have to either be vaccinated to get in or show a test. So we've been instituted kind of a different way of entry so that people can get in. So that's pretty standard with most trade show organizers now, that they're requiring either the vaccination and or a test combination, depending on what's going on. And then the whole hygiene thing, trying to keep, there's a certain amount of people that are allowed into the show on a certain day based on the square meters or the square footage of how big the show is. And that's regulated by the state of, in this case, North Rhine-Westphalia, where Germany is. So the federal government in Germany has given all the states, the individual states, the ability to regulate how they're going to do shows and what they're going to allow. So it does cap it at a certain amount to keep it from being too overflown. And the usual hygiene things that we put together. But I would say this as far as safety goes, and this not only goes for Düsseldorf, but it will definitely be the case for Valve World in Houston in October. It will be a safe environment, and studies have shown that getting together in a setting like this, where we can control entry and exit, where we can control the hygiene, and we can control how the people are interacting with each other, you're much safer than, frankly, going to a grocery store. If anybody watched Monday Night Football last night, the Las Vegas, the stadium was fully packed with people. It's all these places that people are going and getting together with almost not giving it a thought. Our event will be much safer than all of those things. So we can provide a safe environment for people to do business. We'll take every measure that we can to make sure it's clean and the best we can put forward. But I'm 100% confident that will be a safe environment.
Excellent. That's good to hear. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about going to all of these events, starting with Valve World America. So let's talk about that. Y'all mentioned community, but what is this Valve World America's community?
Okay, let me kick the ball here then. Actually, we're calling that's the Valve Week for us internally, because the event actually is going to start on a Tuesday with a lot of courses that we're doing. So basically on our roster, we have 4 courses. One course is our industrial valve course. So it's basically the basic of valves. So if you don't know anything about valves and you want to get into the industry, or just got hired, or you want to go back to the industrial sector, join that course. So we're teaching hundreds and hundreds of people every year. So we do have some sort of knowledge in this educational portfolio. Along with that, parallel to that, we have our industrial valve masterclass. And we invited one good friend of ours. His name is Romeric. So he used to be the valve SME from Fluor Engineering, one of the largest engineering companies in North America. And Ron is a celebrity in the valve industry. So he'll be teaching the valves, the high-end stuff about valves. Parallel to that, we also have a course about fugitive emissions. So we care about the environment, and we do need to make sure that we are passing this message around the globe, and also talking about the leak detect and repairs as well. And last not least, we have one course about 6A valves, which is our gigantic big valves that are applied and used in pipelines as well. The next 2 days, and on Wednesday and Thursday, we have our expo. Also, we have our conference, which Sarah can give a note on that soon. And on Friday, we have our golf tournament, which has been very successful for many years, which our colleague Josh takes good care of that as well. And we're expecting a lot of people attending the event. We have good pre-registration numbers already are showing that people are concerned about the event. They need to go out, they need to attend, they need to participate, and it should be a good attendance at the event. So, Sarah, can you tell us more about the conference and how you're setting up that?
Yeah. So as Andre mentioned, it's been 10 years since the first Valve America's conference. So now we noticed that a lot of the subject matter experts have been retiring, especially during COVID. I think that's what a lot of that has happened. A lot of the knowledge has been leaving the industry. So we wanted to do a little bit of a different format this year to find ways to bring newcomers in to kind of make them feel more comfortable. So we decided to break the conference down into different sessions now. So we've got upstream, downstream, midstream, fusion emissions, and we also have our Spanish language. And we thought this might be a good way to just help people sort of navigate which sessions they want to attend and make sure that they're learning about the things that are actually relevant to their field, and to bring in more sectors and bring in some of the younger people that may be just new to the industry. We're also going to be doing a lot of panels this year, which I thought was a better way of getting people involved, because it allows people to ask questions and they can get all those subject matter experts up there to kind of debate and discuss different topics. So we're doing ones on valve selection. We are doing future emissions ESG. We're talking about IOGP, which is a big hot topic that's happening in the industry right now. So we're really excited. I think it's going to be, it's going to have a good turnout this year.
It was. I am so excited about the panels. I saw that and I was like, jumping for joy because I do think that that adds a different element. It makes you feel like you can contribute from the audience just by having more people in the room. So I'm excited about that. And then you had mentioned a golf tournament. Now I'm no good at golf. Everybody in my family plays except for me. But what is that like, Josh? Like, is there who's involved with that, and how can other people get involved in just the event itself?
Yeah, so this will be our fourth time doing the biennial golf tournament. We do it the day after the event, so it's kind of a nice way to end the week for the people that are involved. We do have a number of sponsors that do take care of it, and it is typically an invite-only scenario, but we do have some space open for people that are interested, so people can get in contact with me if they would like to attend. But this year, we're going to be hosting it at the Golf Club of Houston, which is a nice treat. It's actually formerly Redstone, which is where they do the Shell Houston Open. So it's one of the most beautiful properties in Houston. So we're really excited about that. And it's just, you come out, you have breakfast, you get a great round of golf in. We have a nice barbecue lunch afterwards, and then we have some great prizes. So, if you've been to a golf tournament, it's a typical golf tournament, but it's a lot of fun. And it's also a great networking opportunity, as the people coming are, of the highest quality within the industry. And we always have a good time.
Yeah, I think really we've talked a little bit about it, this community within the valve industry. And I know that's where I got in touch. My very first valve event that I ever went to was right there in Houston. So I probably 10 years ago, I don't know. So I've been in the industry that long, but I don't think I've known y'all that long. Mm-hmm. So what, I guess, as far as that community goes and like what you're looking forward to just being together, can you kind of close us out with that, Andre?
Ooh, okay, so the community, it's something really important for us, Charlie. So we've been very concerned about the future of the industry. So that's why we're investing a lot on the educational portfolio, making sure that we're bringing students to our community. So it's nowadays, all the young generation, they want to work with computers, they want to work with Facebook, they want to work with Google. They don't really care about the industrial sector or valves. And actually, this is a great industry to be involved with. And it's super exciting. People are amazing. And I think one of the missions that we have at Valve World, it is to bring the students to the industry and welcome them with open arms. That's one of the reasons why we're partnering with the San Jacinto College in the south of Texas. They're located in Pasadena. They're the largest community college in North America. And I don't know if North America, but one of the largest community colleges, and they're bringing a lot of people to the industry as well. So everybody that usually works for LyondellBasell or they work for Chevron, they do some sort of training, and then with Sanjak, and then they go back to the operators. So this kind of partnership will bring quality people to our event, bring quality people to our community. Parallel to the expo itself and parallel to all the other activities that we have, we also have a little job fair as well. So our friends from the industry, from the community, they are bringing some opportunities for the participants of the event as well, which in a way closes the full circle of what a good event means for us, where you can meet anywhere from the guy that is starting their career and all the way to the guy that is actually celebrating their retirement by giving courses or by teaching people or by participating in one of the panels. Wonderful. And I am glad to see you kind of thinking ahead, thinking how we are going to, transition through this knowledge gap. And one thing that's for certain is we have to bring people together and share that knowledge as the place to go. So y'all are the place to go for the valve industry. It's really exciting to be a part of that. Anything else that anybody else want to say anything before we say bye? Okay, go ahead, Josh.
I would just mention, because just so there's no confusion out there, part of bringing that community together is to bring in, all facets of the community. It's not just the manufacturers and distributors, it's all the sub-suppliers, people interested in learning more. So, the expo itself, we don't charge a fee for entry. So, anyone who hasn't been in the past and they want to come try it out, you don't have to worry about, getting the budget from the company. You can come and you can attend free of charge. Obviously, our conference and our courses, they do carry a fee. But as far as, walking the event and witnessing the new technologies available, and these are great displays. These are big booths, a lot of them with, very, very state-of-the-art technology. So this is something great you can come and attend. And again, it's something you can do complimentary.
Yeah, and it gives you a chance to talk to the industry. I mean, the industry is changing, not just with the people who are coming in, but how we're doing things. So the technology there on display is really important. It's important to see, what we need in as far as an industry to support kind of our end users, if we will. So I'm excited to see y'all. I'll look forward to, getting to see you in person, getting to see all of the equipment and the exhibitors and some friends. I know the Fluid Sealing Association is one of y'all's partner, and several of our members there will be there. So that's exciting too. I've said exciting a lot, so y'all know that I'm excited. So if you will just, I guess, sign up, join us if you're in Houston, walk the floor, check out the conference. Where should they go, Sarah, to kind of learn more?
You can check out our website, which is www.valveworldexpoamericas.com. And you should find all the information on there. You can register on there. The conference programs that listed up there, speakers who are going to be presenting are on there as well. So all the information is available there. Or you can also contact me directly if you want any information about the conference. It's s.bradley@kci-world.com.
Awesome. Well, we'll include all of that in our little comments or however we're sending that out. But looking forward to seeing y'all, and thanks for everything today.
Okay,
Great.
awesome.
Thanks,
Charlie,
Charlie.
before you go, just want to say thank you for inviting our team as well. You've been part of our community for a very long time. And thank you for always keeping everybody sharp and on their toes as well. So you're a fantastic contributor. Thank you for everything that you do for our community.
Thank you. Thank you.